We have a mantra at our church. We tell this to our volunteers, our staff constantly. It's never just the church. If there's one phrase that really gets in my craw, it's that phrase, don't worry about it. It's just the church. Like you can't have that attitude here. You just can't. You can't have that attitude, well, I was gonna volunteer, but I think I'll cancel last minute because, after all, it's just the church. Or I'm really busy, my kids are going everywhere, and I really wanna get them into a great college, so I gotta do all these extracurricular activities, and so maybe we'll get to church, maybe we won't get to church, because, after all, it's just the church. Or maybe it's, I don't really want to give any money this weekend. Come on, it's just the church. Or maybe for some of you, you have like an old crummy television. You're like, I don't want to throw it away. And it's so old, it doesn't even have a remote. Maybe the church could use it. Because after all, it's just the church. But we never want to be a church that just kind of demeans and dishonors the place where we meet with God. So what we're doing here, I believe, is the most important thing we can do on the planet. I believe the church will change a community. I believe a great, flourishing, growing church is a blessing to the town in which that flourishing church resides. Because the church, the local church, changes society. A lot of the things that we take for granted here in America, like public education and safety and the freedom to worship, those ideas did not come from the universities. They came from Christians who worshiped God in a house of worship like this in the early days of this great country. You have to read your history, friend. The hope of the world is not in the university. The hope of the world is not in the military. The hope of the world is not in the governmental halls. The hope of the world is in the hearts of men and women who worship Jesus and love Jesus and give themselves for people who don't yet know Jesus.